If you're ready to buy or sell your home, then stop in at 4234 Market Street to let one of the agents at Howard Hanna Professionals help. Our friendly and knowledgeable agents can help you find the key to your dream home. Looking for a new career? Howard Hanna Professionals can help there too. Howard Hanna Professionals will assist new and experienced agents with the startup fees for an exciting career in real estate. Call Katrina Laurie at 814-726-2000 for more information.
Here at Casella, we make temporary dumpster rental easy, offering services that are perfect for construction, remodeling, special events, or other short-term projects. Casella dumpsters are available in a wide range of sizes to fit any job. Our dedicated customer service team will help you choose the right size container and service level for your project and schedule hassle-free removal based on your specific needs. The right size dumpster, when you want it, where you want it, removed when you say so.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this special bonus episode of Coffee and a Conversation. Brian Hagberg with you here on Your Daily Local, and we are joined this morning by a very special guest who's joining us virtually today. You'll get a chance to see him live and in person next Wednesday night at the Warren County Fair. It is American Idol alum and up-and-coming country sensation Alex Miller. And Alex, thank you so much for taking some time to join us here on Coffee and a Conversation this week.
Absolutely. I've had me a nice cup this morning, so it's nice to be talking over it a little bit.
I can't blame you there. I'm enjoying a cup myself right now. And again, Alex, you're going to be at the 94th Warren County Fair coming up here on August 6th, 7:30 p.m. at the KeyBank Pavilion, for those of you keeping track. And I had the privilege of talking last week with William Lee Golden of the Oak Ridge Boys. They're going to be here the night before. And I said to William, and I say to you now, I mean, we've really got this the whole span of generations of country music with the Oak Ridge Boys on Tuesday, and then yourself coming in on Wednesday. And do you feel any kind of extra added pressure when you know you got to follow and act as established as the Oak Ridge Boys?
Well, a little bit, but I know them boys pretty good. And in fact, I cut a song with the Oak Ridge Boys on my first record, so it'll be kind of nice to come in there and sing after them. That'd be my honor.
And so, I mean, just 4 years ago, you were on American Idol, and in that time, you've cut at least 3 albums now. Is that correct?
Well, we've cut 1 full record, and we've got 2 EPs out, which is 5-song records. But I'm working on one coming out first or middle of next year.
Okay. And it's such a short span of time going from, American Idol to now you're touring, you're cutting records, you're working with, some of the biggest stars in country music, and well on your way to becoming another one of those big stars yourself. I mean, what's this experience been like for you?
Well, it's been a dream, to be honest with you. I've been singing and playing since I was 6 years old, and I get to call all these folks that I used to listen to and sing their songs to friends. And, that's what I think is the most special thing about it is I have a lot of people that I look up to that look at me as a contemporary now, which is a little different. But I'm glad to just be calling them friends and be having some good ones.
And speaking of one of those friends, you just recently had a new video out with Tracy Bird. The Bird is up on YouTube, and for those of you, there they are right there on the cover, Alex and Tracy. And how much fun was that to be able to make that video? And it's for those of you who haven't heard it, the Bird is used in a couple of double entendres maybe, but how much fun was that to make that video with Tracy?
Man, it's one of those things that I would, if you'd have told me as a little kid that I'd been doing something like that, I would have told you're full of it. To have somebody like him do a song like that with me just shows them where I'm at, really. And the fact that somebody took the time to do something like that with me. I mean, he came up here and was in that video. He's done the song. Tracy Bird may be the nicest person I've met in the country music business, and someone that's really helped me get a good start here as well. And I'm really thankful for him and his friendship. And I think the song's great. And what I tried to do with it was to kind of pay homage to him and try to get as many of them songs of his in there as I could. And we definitely give you the Bird if you haven't listened to the song.
And I mean, has that been generally your experience since you've come onto the scene here? Is that other artists are willing to kind of help you out and work with you on some things and teach you the ropes a little bit about what it is to be in country music?
Well, I'll tell you, the struggle is real. That is no lie, and most of them have been where I'm at too at some point. Trying to get a good start in a career in the music business is not easy. And
Sure.
for instance, last week I was in my bus, and my bus broke down on me on Friday, and we had 3 or 4 shows to do, and I had to rent a U-Haul and all this and drive. I had to drive a bunch because I had to leave somebody with the bus, and it's not just waking up and singing, and I wish it was, because that would be amazing, but it is not, and that's the reality of it. But them guys have all been there too, and it's really a camaraderie and a brotherly bond that it's like being on a football team or something. We're all rooting for each other. We all want to make a play, and we all want to see our buddy make a play too. And the fact that Tracy was kind of my running back there a little bit, and kind of helped me with that was awesome.
Well, and I mean, talk about your bus breaking down and having that experience. Sounds like the makings of a new song for you coming up right there.
Yeah, it might have some profanity in it, especially on the customs thing.
And speaking of that video, the bird, there was another special cameo in there, if I'm not mistaken. That is your actual girlfriend gets to play your girlfriend in the video. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, yes, it is. Her name is Meredith Kelly. She's from Webster County, Kentucky, and yes, she's my gal.
Yeah, and again, I mean, how much fun was that to just be able to have her be part of that experience with you?
It was awesome, and I think it made our relationship that much stronger. And because I feel like when people are a big part of your life, you got to make them a big part of your life, and she's certainly a big part of mine. So.
Yeah. Now, I got to ask, as somebody that's been married, just had celebrated our 19th anniversary, and there's a scene in the video where she's kind of driving away, and you're running after her down the road, and she's got this look on her face. How many times you see that look on her face when you guys are just out and about?
It's been a few. I ain't gonna lie. Alum knows how to push her buttons pretty good, but she, not too many times though. But I've definitely got that look before that video. So.
But never had to run chasing her down the road after your truck.
No, nothing like that. No, she ain't look like that to me. She might have
won. So, like we said, you're gonna be up here as part of the Warren County Fair here next Wednesday, August the 6th, again 7:30 p.m. at the KeyBank Pavilion. And what's this tour been like for you, and how different is it to play in a venue like a county or a state fair as opposed to an indoor show at your more traditional kind of concert settings
kind of thing?
Yeah.
I think what I like about fairs is, well, I'll tell you the cons first. It's usually hot, but at the same time, I think the pros of it is a lot more people get a chance to see you a lot of times at a fair. And people that wouldn't normally get to see you get to see you at a fair. At a theater show, people buy a ticket to be there. And a lot of times they do at the fairs as well. But sometimes at the fairs, you get people that are just there and just want to go do something. And it's a way for me to grow my audience. It's a way for people to come see me. And usually they have a real big sound system too. So we sound fantastic. So that helps too. But I think why I like doing fairs is because I remember so much whenever I was a kid. We had a little county fair and never had nobody come play or nothing, but the town over from us did. And I always enjoyed going over there and seeing the acts that came through. And that's kind of where I found my love for music and found my love for live performance. And a lot of the reasons why I'm doing is because I went to go watch some shows over there. So, I think I feel like I'm right at home. I'm with my people. I was a 4-H FFA kid. So, all that stuff kind of goes hand in hand to me.
Yeah. Well, and, one of the nice things about the Warren County Fair, for those of you who are looking to attend, your gate admission gets you admission into Alex's show, any of the shows at the KeyBank Pavilion. And that's part of your gate admission. And that's one of the things I had a chance, we'll be actually speaking with the Fair Board president here on Saturday. And one of the things he always points out is that's one of the ways that they like to give back is, they want to bring big, exciting performers like yourself, like the Oak Ridge Boys, in and give people a chance to see them without having to, charge an extra on top of their gate admission. And, I think that's one of the things that makes our fair stand out a little bit from some of the others is we have, exciting country music stars such as yourself coming in, and people get a chance to come in and see you just as part of their gate admission. So like you said, a chance for you to grow your audience and maybe a chance for some new folks to check out who you are and what you're about.
Exactly. The Kentucky State Fair does that as well, where I'm from. They do that as well. And that's what they kind of say. It's like give them back, have concerts for free. But it's really a neat thing that y'all do that. Because everybody, I don't know, money's tight for a lot of folks, and it is. Yeah. A musician, I know it just as good as anybody else. But I know how much it means to me whenever I pay to go see a show, and the fact that y'all are able to give back to your community is really something special and something y'all should be proud of too.
Yeah, and you mentioned being part of 4-H and FFA, and that's really the Warren County Fair was built around the local agriculture industry, and we've got a whole bunch of barns lined up. You'll see when you come in, you've got the Key Bank Pavilion, which is where you perform, and then just right down the road is the barns where they have the show animals and plants and gardenings, and really the base of our fair is that agriculture industry, and 4-H is a huge part of that as well. And you just were named an ambassador for Kentucky Proud.
Yes.
Is that correct? And that's a big agriculture push for you in Kentucky, right?
It is, yes. So Kentucky Proud is like all the products that are made in Kentucky that use all Kentucky, it's like corn or wheat or any of that kind of stuff. They push that out. If you have a Kentucky Proud sticker, then the state of Kentucky kind of helped you a little bit, So it's a big deal, and I'm excited to be their brand new ambassador. And I think it's a perfect fit. I was an ag kid. That's what I love to do. It's what I still like to do. But the singing's kind of took over a little bit. But at the same time, this is my way to kind of still be involved in agriculture and still kind of help my state. And because I'm one thing, if you're around me long, I'll let you know where I'm from. So.
So when you look back at your time in 4-H and FFA, what were some of the best memories that you had, or some of the most fun things that you got to do as part of your agriculture?
My favorite thing I got to do is we had FFA camp. I don't know if y'all have the same kind of stuff there in Pennsylvania like we do, but we have a camp where all the counties will get together and we'll meet each other and do games and things and learn about ag. And some of my fondest memories were at FFA camp. And if your kid out there watching this, join the FFA. It's something that you'll never regret doing. It taught me how to be a good leader, how to be good around people, how to be a good speaker. And that's very valuable tools for a musician, let alone anybody else.
So when you are touring and you come to things like county and state fairs, do you get a chance to kind of walk around and see the exhibits and take a look at what some of the kids are doing now?
We try to. I have a younger band, and we all most of us actually are from Kentucky, so we'd like to go around, and I'll do if I can. So I might not be out there shoveling the manure or anything, but I'll be out there checking out the cows.
Well, it was funny. Like I said, I got a chance to talk to the fair board president yesterday, and we were kind of touring around. He had one of the golf carts and showing me all the new things that they had this year, and they just delivered all the fresh wood chips for the barns. And man, we started walking through, and that wood chip smell came out. I'm like, oh yeah, no, it's fair week now. We're ready to go.
That's right. Between the funnel cakes and the wood chips, you're in the right place.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, and almost right across from the pavilion there is we've got the funnel cakes, and then directly across you've got the Corn Planter Cafe, and one of the big traditions here is the Italian sausage sandwich. So if you get a chance, hit that Italian sausage booth right across from the pavilion, and
it's just right across, right?
Literally right across from Key Bank Pavilion, and you go out that front door, and there it is, and it is. When you ask people what fair food they're looking forward to most, that Italian sausage sandwich is almost always at the top of the list.
Sounds like that's where me and the boys are going to be having lunch. To me.
All right. So with that, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with more from Alex Miller coming to the Warren County Fair on August 6th. This is Coffee and a Conversation on your Daily Local.
Here at the Warren County Chamber of Business and Industry, we like to focus on our community, help our local businesses expand and succeed.
Why join WCCBF? Not only do we offer a way for local businesses to grow and prosper, but we also provide business development, community involvement, and member benefits.
Becoming a member of WCCBI includes benefits such as networking and ribbon cutting.
Become a member or to see additional information, visit WCCBI.org today.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
Introducing the latest merchandise from Your Daily Local and the YDL Sports Network. Now you can show your support for local news and sports journalism with t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, hats, tumblers, and more available at the YDL shop. With multiple color and size options available, there's something for everyone. And the best part? All the proceeds support local businesses. Head to ice-box.store/YDL/shop/home to get your gear today.
Now, welcome back to this bonus episode of Coffee and a Conversation here on Your Daily Local. Brian Hagberg speaking with American Idol alum Alex Miller, who's going to be at the Warren County Fair on August 6th, 7:30 p.m. at the KeyBank Pavilion if you want to come check him out. And, Alex, one of the things that I've heard about your live performances is you bring a lot of energy and enthusiasm to the stage.
Oh, yeah.
And so what kind of goes through your mind? How do you prepare as you're getting ready to go out on stage, and why is it important to you to bring that energy and enthusiasm?
I try to put on a show that I feel like if I went to see it, I'd be satisfied. And I'd go, wow, that guy was good. That's kind of the show I want to try to put on. I feel like if I can at least please myself, that maybe some other folks will like it too. But I've always been that way.
Yeah. Just that kind of natural energy when you get the guitar on hand and you're in front of people.
Yeah, I get a little antsy, and I'm not gonna lie, I still get nervous before every show, just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The minute you stop getting nervous about what you take serious, you stop taking it serious. And I've always used to get a little nerve going, because then that gets that edge right there. That's where you want it, and then I go out there and just do what I do.
So speaking of doing what you do, what's one of your favorite parts about performing in front of a live audience?
I like the back and forth. I like being able to talk to my crowd and have them laughing, have them crying. That's what I like. I like the audience getting to know me. I try to do my show so they get to know me just a little bit too, especially where I'm kind of up and coming and new. I want people to actually get to know me. I feel like that's a big part of my show. I do a song about my grandpa where they get to hear about my granddad and how much he meant to me. I get to do a song about putting up hay, which is something I think everybody up there is going to relate to pretty good.
Yeah, you're going to get a lot of with that one.
My songs are a direct connection to me and who I am, and I don't record stuff that's not, and or I haven't gone through something like it. So that's what I like to take pride in my songs and my myself is letting folks get to know me, because I feel like a lot of artists only show about half themselves, and what you see is what you get with me.
Yeah. Now, is there a song that when you're performing it live kind of stands out to you a little bit more? It seems like maybe you get a little extra juice and the crowd gets into it.
I feel like there's two answers to this. To me, the one that really I think gets people going right now, we've been working on it a little bit, is a song called "Oh Odessa." It's kind of a ballad song, but we do this really cool thing at the end. I ain't gonna give it away or nothing, but
no, well, yeah, you gotta come see it.
Really cool thing at the end that people seem to really go for, and that's when we get a really good response on that one. And then I do a song about my grandpa that I get a really good response to as well. and I just do it by myself. For some reason, that's really a powerful moment. But it's really a great song, and I think it speaks to a lot of people about them and their relationship with their grandpa, because I sure had a good one with mine.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and that was, that's one of the things that we see quite often, especially at a fair that's been going on, close to 100 years now. You've got grandparents bringing their grandkids and say, hey, I used to camp here. Or I had my steer or my goat here, and it showed them, and just walking around and sharing those memories. And it really seems like it's become a generational thing here in Warren County. And like you said, songs that kind of speak to that, I think, are going to get a large connection with our audience.
Well, and that's kind of what I wanted to do with my music too. I know I know my crowd, because they're people I grew up with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like the people that come see me are your farmers and people that love country music, and that's the two things that I know the most about. So
Yeah.
my music's kind of designed around that, and I try to do music for the common person.
And so when you sit down and start writing a song, what are some of the things that you're looking for? Melody and lyrics, and how does the inspiration?
I'm just kidding. No. I tell you what, for me, I always start with an idea. That's my process, I guess you want to call it. I always start with the title of a song, and then write the rest of the song around that. Now, sometimes getting to that title, you'll run around other things too. And there's times that I've wrote different parts of different songs. It just it depends on what the song needs to say. The song will write itself. You just have to figure out what you need it to say.
Yeah. And so I have to ask, when 4 years ago, when you were on American Idol, what was the thought process of, hey, this is something I think I can do, and I really want to go for? And then what was it like to have that experience and get that exposure in front of a national audience?
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
My mom signed me up for it. I thought, I'll do this and we'll just see how it goes. If it goes well, then great. And if not, then, I tried. And it turns out I guess I had something that they thought was pretty cool on there. So they sent me on to a couple more rounds of it. What actually ended up getting me off the show was they wanted me to do a Shawn Mendes song. And I didn't know who that was at the time. I still really don't. But, I told them no, and I did a Merle Haggard song, and I did Silver Wings by Merle Haggard, and they sent me home on a pair of them too. But I feel like I won in my own way. I could have went on and maybe done better on the show and this, that, and the other, but I was able to come off the show and immediately start touring and immediately start playing shows. And I feel like I won in that way. I was able to be my own artist and do my own thing and not have anybody tell me otherwise. And I've been able to grow it. And just like farming, a career is like farming, Wally. You gotta know when to plant your seeds and when to get your crop. And that's the same kind of thing in the music business.
So does your mom kind of ever hang that over you? Like, hey, this is all because I signed you up, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course she does. Oh yeah, big time. Yeah, she said. Well, in fact, I've let her have my golden ticket. I've got it's hanging in her house because I feel like if anybody deserves it, it's her.
Sure. But that's what that the Disney song, right? Mother knows best, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes we need that. Our moms see sparks in us maybe that we don't see in ourselves. And like you said, she knew when your seed needed to be planted and let you grow. And I mean, my goodness, here you are 4 years later.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Last year I played the Opry for the first time and all this kind of stuff. If Mama hadn't have done that, who knows where I'd be?
Sure. And I mean, was that one of those big kind of bucket list items for you to play at the Opry?
Man, that's the pinnacle for me. The Grand Ole Opry is the pinnacle of country music. When you look at other genres of music, there is no other genre that has what country music has in the Opry. That's a place where all your artists can come and congregate, talk about. It's really it's kind of like a elk club. I don't know how else to really say it, but it's a really a cool place, and a lot of cool people work there. A lot of cool people play there, and I'm just honored that I got to be just a small little part of that on a Thursday night.
Well, and something that you can take with you forever. I mean, you'll
Yeah,
always be able to say, "Hey, I played the Opry," right?
I'm looking at my debut plaque. They give you here. Hold on, I'll be right back.
All right, yeah.
They give you these. I got this. They give you these little plaques.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I got this hanging up in my house, but
Yeah.
the Opry is my favorite. There ain't no place above it.
And so, what are some of the things that you've, aside from the Opry, some things that you've been able to do in these last few years that you kind of look back on and go, "Wow, man, that was an experience, and maybe something I never would have even thought could happen in my lifetime."
I got to open. It's mainly the people I've got to play with.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that I go, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. I got to open up for Hank Williams Jr. I've got to open up for Brooks and Dunn. I got to play the National FFA convention. I was actually that might be my favorite because I was actually in the talent competition and didn't win. I was a national talent, and I didn't even get. I don't even think I got top 3. But what I always remembered about that was I got to play at the rodeo, and to me, I even like the idol stuff. I felt like I won by getting to go play that rodeo because I got to play in front of all the kids over there. And then I got to come back and play it as an opening act for Brett Young like 2 years later, and I was a student doing it, in the talent stuff, which that was a cool moment. I'd say that one's probably top, but Brooks and Dunn, Hank Jr., who else? I mean, I've got to open up for so many people, so many great people, like Shenandoah, Diamond Rio. Let's see, I got Chris Jansen, Josh Turner. I mean, the list goes on. It's pretty.
Yeah. It's so I know don't want to take up too much more of your time. I know you're a busy guy getting ready for all your shows here, but when you come to the Warren County Fair on August 6th, what's the one thing that you want people to take away from your show? They walk out of that Key Bank Pavilion, and the lasting memory you'd like them to have of Alex Miller.
So, man, we want to go see him again.
Yeah. I think you can't ask for much more than that as a performer, right?
And I feel like another thing I'd like for him is like, he's like one of us, Yeah. He's like that boy I know down the street that, bales hay and rakes hay and works with his grandpa, because that's what I am. That's what I was.
All right, Alex. Well, thank you so much for taking some time out chatting with us here on Your Daily Local. We look forward to seeing you again August 6th, 7:30 p.m. Key Bank Pavilion. Alex Miller is part of the 94th Annual Warren County Fair. And Alex, again, thank you so much for taking some time with us. We look forward to seeing you next week.
Well, it's been a pleasure, and I hope you get to make it out to the show.
All right, Alex, thank you so much. That'll do it for this week's bonus episode of Coffee and a Conversation. This is Brian Hagberg on Your Daily Local. Thanks so much for watching, and enjoy your day.
Here at Casella, we make temporary dumpster rental easy, offering services that are perfect for construction, remodeling, special events, or other short-term projects. Casella dumpsters are available in a wide range of sizes to fit any job. Our dedicated customer service team will help you choose the right size container and service level for your project and schedule hassle-free removal based on your specific needs. The right size dumpster, when you want it, where you want it, removed when you